Hi, and welcome back to Girl Games WoW. This is Silvana. How are you doing today? Alright, so unfortunately, our character is literally left right where we got booted yesterday. That's not always the best thing, but there wasn't much we could do about it. So we're going to go ahead. We'll pick up these quests. I happen to know where the quests are and also the setup of town. So this will be maybe a little bit easier for me. Okay. Now before I go in and do that, I want to come over here, get my flight point real quick. Always want your flight points to make your life a lot easier. Okay, so we have a quest that goes in here. So in we go. Okay, and Fitzsimmons Mead. Okay, so he may have it. Dwarven Mead. Bartender. Tradesman. I don't think he has what we need either. Okay. When you're not sure, go ahead and click it. Obtain Fitzsimmons Mead from the cellar of the inn. Okay. You never can tell because remember back in Chronos where we had to buy the mead. This time we have to go downstairs and collect it. So, of course, when you get little quests like this, like the one back at the beginning of Menethil, where they're real close, just go ahead and do them. Don't wait. Okay, so we're going to complete that quest. Okay, so he wants you to talk to a ghost. I want to run and make sure that I picked up all the quests, that it gave me credit for picking up the quests at the beginning here, since we were having such problems. Okay, so yes, it did. Alrighty. So we're going to go back over here. If you need to rest, this is the end. This is where you can check your mail. This boat goes, well, it used to go to Stormwind. I think it might still. I don't really know, to be honest with you. Okay, so here's our quests. Sorry, hiccups. We have these two. Meaty Crawler Claws and Harbor Sherfins. And then way up, Cursed Room, Talk to the Ghost. Okay, so now we've already learned you chain where you can chain and you don't where you can't. If we go up here, this is going to open quests this way. So we want to go ahead and take care of these two right here in the water first. Again, that's more knowledge because I've done it than maybe would be intuitive. I think most people, they're going to go for the ones that are closed first, but not always. Okay. So we're gonna go for a swim. Let's go get the Jaws. Come here, Jaws. So for channel activity today, we're gonna have 2 special dungeon episodes go up. One for Ragefire Chasm, the one dungeon we missed with this character because of level, and then one for Wailing Caverns, which drops off at 25 and we're already 23. Since I do have that alt that is a healing monk, I think because running the dungeons is so much experience and got us so out of whack with our experience that that might be a good answer to what we can do. It's still a healer, it's still a monk, and the only difference is that it's a dwarf instead of a gnome, and that it's on a different realm. I've said before, I'm pretty sure I play a lot of healers. I have a paladin, I have a I have one paladin and one shaman, a couple priests, a lot of monks because they used to be super OP. And if you don't know what OP is, that means overpowered. And I have a druid that's a healer. So I've only tanked once, and that was my paladin when I very first had my paladin. It was a prop pally. She is not now. She's a holy pally. You've seen her in Stupid Runs by the name of Hanawa. If you're a big video game nerd like me, you know that name comes from the Earthbound sequel Mother 3, which I love both Earthbound and Mother 3. They're beautiful games. If you've never played them, I would uh, strongly suggest going for it. Earthbound you can get all over. Mother 3 was a purely Japanese only game. It never got a actual port to America, although you can find some very quality ones online. I wish that the makers of Earthbound would release a compilation for one of the new gen consoles, you know, the Wii, the Wii U, PS3, PS4, or Xbox 360. I'll take any of them. And you could have both Earthbound and Mother 3 on one disc. That would be awesome. Or in the Play Store, that would also be cool, where it would actually be a legitimate copy. If not, one of my inspirations to starting this channel, Nintendo Capri Sun, has a playthrough of Mother 3. So if you want to go and see the game, but you're worried about getting a port, you can always watch a playthrough of it. you'll still get all the cool stuff. Well, most of the cool stuff. Some of the fun of playing that game is trying to match the rhythms of the songs for each monster. But it's a they're very both of them are very excellent games. I also play Final Fantasy, and I'm probably about to start some controversy here, but I don't care. I love the old Final Fantasies all the way up to probably 10-2. Even 10 was okay with me. I wasn't a big, huge fan of um, Titus. He's a bit whiny, but still a pretty solid game. 10-2 kind of starts going off of that, and 11 plus, I think they're on 15 or 16 now. And the last one I bought was 11 or it was 12, and I don't have any of the rest of them past 10-2. I don't like the new Final Fantasies. I think they've kind of lost what Final Fantasy was supposed to be, what kind of game that is supposed to be. But I still play the old school ones. I have a PS2 specifically because it will play my old school Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9. I wanted to go to a PS3, and at first I was going to buy one when they came out, and the PS4 as well, because Sony was, they had learned against Nintendo's mistake and realized that you'll keep your fan base if you continue to have it where you can play the old games on the new systems. And then the first gen PS3 that they came out with, the really expensive one, brand new one, of course, that I couldn't afford, it was back compatible like the other generations of PlayStation had been. But after that generation, none of the rest of PlayStation 3s are back compatible, and none of the PlayStation 4s are. And so, at that point, they lost my enthusiasm for that system. Was now I don't want it, because the whole uniqueness of PlayStation was the simple fact that I could keep playing my old games and get new ones. And that was such that was such a turn on. For a nerd, I get to play my old school stuff, I get to play the new school stuff. That's just, it's everything you want to be. Now, Wii and the Wii U, Nintendo kind of smartened up a bit, and they made it where, while you can't put in a Nintendo cartridge in the Wii or Wii U, you can go to the Play Store and buy the game for $4 or $5 if it's a Nintendo, I think 7 or 8 if it's Super, around 10 if it's Nintendo 64. And you can play it on your Wii or your Wii U, and then GameCube you just put the disc in your Wii, play it with the controller. Bad part on the brand new Wii U system again, they kind of, they did what they always do, kind of. And when they made the new Wii U, you can't, even though it's a disc game system, and so is the Wii, and so was the GameCube, you can't play GameCube games on that game. Okay, so here's healing. So we want to make sure we put it up on our heal bar. Now, I currently don't have a way, unfortunately, to record any kind of game that is not a computer game. So, in time, as the channel gets solid and grows, you guys out there, I love you. Every one of you. Even though it's just a few right now, I still love you guys. You know, as we grow, you'll make it possible where I can get the record software to do other games. So right now, if you want to see something other than WoW, if it's a computer game, post it. I have some older ones like Roller Coaster Tycoon that I can pop up here, and I've already showed you got some PVZ. So here we go. This is going back up towards our guy. So I'm wondering, I'm not sure where we are time-wise. I know we haven't done much quest-wise, but with the other 2 videos to shoot, I don't want to do too much. So I think what we'll do is for today, since we have those other 2 episodes also going today, that we will cut it here and put ourselves in the inn to get some rest. And then tomorrow, we will play all the way to the bar is done and we're at 25. I want to thank you for watching Girl Games WoW. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Again, any questions, comments, opinions, don't be shy. Post them in the comments below the video. I love you all, and I hope you have a very nice day.